mysteries so chilling, so unexplainable, that they continue to haunt investigators and researchers to this day. Some leave behind only fragments of clues, while others defy all logic, making them feel almost supernatural. Today, we explore 5 of the most bizarre and terrifying cases in history: the Qamar Daban incident, the Mad Gasser of Mattoon, the South Shields poltergeist, the ghost ship MV Joyita, and the haunting mystery of the boy in the box. Stay with us until the end, because these stories only get stranger. Case 1, the Qamar Daban incident. In August 1993, a group of 7 experienced hikers head out on a trek in the Qamar Daban mountain range in Siberia, led by their 41-year-old instructor, Lyudmila Korovina. The group was well trained in survival and had no reason to believe their trip would turn into a nightmare. Days into the expedition, something horrifying happened. A lone survivor, Valentina Utachenko, was found days later by another group of hikers, wandering in shock and barely able to speak. When rescuers reached her camp, they found the bodies of her 6 companions in horrifying conditions. Some had foam around their mouths, some had blood coming from their noses and ears, and others appeared to have died mid-motion, as if fleeing from an unseen terror. There were no signs of external attacks, but their bodies suggested extreme internal trauma. What could have caused this? Some believe they were exposed to an unknown poison, perhaps a nerve agent, or toxic mushrooms. Others speculate an extreme weather phenomenon, like infrasound, which can cause panic attacks. And then there are the more chilling theories: something supernatural, or an unknown force lurking in the mountains. To this day, the Qamar Daban incident remains one of the most unsettling and unexplained events in hiking history. Case 2, the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. In the 1940s, the town of Mattoon, Illinois, was gripped by terror. Residents began reporting a strange, invisible assailant who would spray a sickening gas into their homes, causing paralysis, nausea, and confusion. Victims would wake up unable to move, their rooms filled with a strange, sweet-smelling odor. Authorities were baffled. No evidence of gas leaks or intruders was ever found. Some believed the attacks were the work of a mad scientist, a shadowy figure who had developed a new form of chemical weapon. Others suspected mass hysteria, fueled by the anxiety of World War II. But how could hysteria explain the physical symptoms? The burns on skin, the sickness that lingered for hours? The Mad Gasser of Mattoon was never caught, and the attacks mysteriously stopped as quickly as they began. Was it a real criminal? An experiment gone wrong? Or something even stranger? No one knows for sure, and the case remains one of America's most bizarre urban legends. Case 3, the South Shields poltergeist. In the early 2000s, a family in South Shields England was tormented by something they couldn't see. At first, it was small things. Objects moving on their own. Doors slamming shut. But soon, the terror escalated. The entity in their home began to communicate through terrifying messages. Their 3-year-old son's toys were found arranged in sinister ways. One teddy bear hung by its neck, another holding a sharp knife. The parents received threatening text messages from an unknown number, warning them that the poltergeist was watching. Investigators witnessed the activity firsthand. Furniture moved violently. Shadows darted across rooms, and the family even showed scratches and bruises they claimed were from the entity. Paranormal experts were left speechless, as this level of physical interaction is rare in poltergeist cases. Was this a hoax? A malevolent spirit? Or something beyond human comprehension? The family eventually fled their home, unable to endure the horrors any longer. To this day, the South Shields poltergeist remains one of the most terrifying and well-documented hauntings in the UK. Case 4, the ghost ship MV Joyita. In 1955, the merchant vessel MV Joyita set sail from Samoa to the Tokelau Islands. It was a routine trip, expected to take no more than 48 hours. But the ship never arrived. Weeks later, Joyita was found, drifting in the Pacific Ocean, completely abandoned. The 25 passengers and crew had vanished without a trace. Even more disturbing, the ship's radio was tuned to distress frequency, but no SOS signal had ever been received. The lifeboats were missing, yet the ship was still afloat. Supplies were intact, but there were signs of a struggle. Bloodstains and damaged equipment. Theories range from pirate attacks to mutiny, even to government cover-ups. Some speculate that a sudden emergency forced the crew to abandon ship, only to meet their fate at sea. Others whisper about supernatural interference. Whatever happened aboard the MV Joyita, one thing is certain: the passengers and crew were never seen again. Case 5, the boy in the box. In February 1957, a gruesome discovery was made in Philadelphia. A young boy's body was found inside a cardboard box in a wooded area. It was bruised, malnourished, and wrapped in a blanket. There were no signs of his identity, no missing persons report that matched him. Police launched an extensive investigation, following thousands of leads. Theories emerged. Was he the victim of an abusive home? An illegal adoption gone wrong? Some believe he was raised in a foster home, where he suffered years of neglect before being discarded. Despite decades of efforts, his name and story remain a mystery. In 2022, a major breakthrough finally identified him as Joseph Augustus Sorelli, a child who had been missing for over 60 years. But even with his name known, the circumstances of his death remain unclear. Who was responsible? Why was he abandoned in such a cruel manner? The mystery of the boy in the box still haunts investigators and the public alike. From eerie poltergeists, vanishing ships, unexplained deaths, and phantom assailants, these cases remain some of the most terrifying mysteries ever recorded. Each one leaves us with more questions than answers, forcing us to wonder how much of the unknown is still lurking in the shadows. Which case disturbed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.